Hello and welcome to the Nutrition Diva podcast. I'm your host, Monica Reinagel, and this week we're going in search of the perfect sweetener. Last week's Wall Street Journal included a special section on the future of food with a cover story by Annie Gasparo on the search for sweet, how food manufacturers are racing to identify or develop new ingredients that can be used to sweeten foods and beverages without adding calories or worrisome chemicals. The American consumer, you see, has decided that sugar is bad for them. And this is hardly surprising, given the steady drumbeat of public health messaging about the evils of sweetened beverages and added sugars. A recent Nielsen poll finds that 22% of Americans are now trying to reduce their sugar intake. At the same time, more than half of them are also trying to avoid artificial sweeteners like Equal, otherwise known as aspartame, and Splenda, known as sucralose. Some of the more natural low-calorie sweeteners like monk fruit extract, stevia, and sugar alcohols are a lot more appealing to consumers, but these have limitations as well. Stevia can have a really bitter aftertaste. Sugar alcohols can have a very weird mouthfeel. And when you replace sugar with any of these high-intensity non-caloric sweeteners, it can have a negative impact on the texture, the moisture, and the volume of these processed foods, and in some cases, even shorten their shelf life. These challenges are driving a frantic global search for solutions by the food manufacturing industry. They're feverishly trying to figure out how to offset the off flavors, compensate for the effects on texture and volume, and even to alter the shape of the molecules in our foods in order to trick the taste buds into thinking that something tastes sweeter than it actually is. It's very difficult, very complex, says Olivier Roget, who is a food scientist working for Nestle, and he's quoted in Gasparo's article. We still don't have the magic solution that would replace sugar, he says. Well, I can understand why the food companies are working so hard to solve this problem. The vast majority of manufactured juices, drinks, snack bars, yogurts, breakfast cereals, and even condiments contain a lot of added sugar. And these products generate upwards of $50 billion a year. But now a growing number of consumers are looking for lower sugar versions of these foods. Not providing them could hurt sales. I can understand why consumers are looking for this magic solution too. Sugar tastes good. We are biologically programmed to love it. But we don't want to gain weight or develop diabetes or cancer. We put men on the moon, for crying out loud. Surely in this era of driverless cars and drone-delivered groceries, it should be possible to find a way to have our cake and eat it too. Actually, I don't think it is. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. But first, I want to pause to thank our sponsor. Beachbody On Demand is an online fitness streaming service that gives you unlimited access to a wide variety of very effective, world-class workouts, all personalized to meet your needs. It gives you the ability to stream over 600 different workouts from programs proven to deliver amazing results, including PiYo, P90X, 21-Day Fix, and much more, all from your web-enabled device. With step-by-step program guides, workout calendars, and the motivation and support of a growing community, Beachbody On Demand is the total package. You know, I belong to a neighborhood gym that offers lots of different classes, but between my travel schedule and other things, it seems like something always gets in the way of me getting there at the right time and day. But with Beachbody On Demand, I can dial up a class from my hotel room or from my living room on my schedule and never miss a workout. I particularly love their 30-minute yoga classes because there's always time for that. This is a brand new service, but already they have over 1 million members, and now you can claim a free trial membership by texting DIVA to 303030. Get full access to the entire platform for free. Just text DIVA to 303030. And now, here's why I think we need to stop searching for the perfect sweetener. Even if we could somehow invent or discover something that offered all the sweetness with none of the downsides, I don't think that would be a positive development for our nutrition or our health, and here's why. A lot of the foods that we sweeten, such as beverages, snacks, candies, and desserts, are foods that don't add much nutrition to our diets. Finding a magical solution that would add sweetness without adding calories or affecting our blood sugar might make those foods less damaging, but it wouldn't make them more nutritious. Instead of consuming 200 empty calories, maybe you'd only be consuming 50 empty calories, but you still wouldn't have much to show for it. You'd be so much better off eating 50 calories worth of fresh fruit or vegetables or some other nutritious food. And here's the thing. If we weren't constantly bathing our taste buds in sugar and artificial sweeteners, those nutritious foods would taste a whole lot better to us. When we eat a lot of sweetened foods, it really decreases our ability to enjoy the subtler flavors of unsweetened foods like fruits and vegetables and other healthy options. This is something I hear over and over again from people that I work with in group coaching programs. When they cut back on their consumption of sweetened foods, they almost invariably report a brand new appreciation for how great something as simple as a really good apple can taste. They are shocked to realize just how much flavor and natural sweetness raw red peppers or roasted root vegetables contain. Many of them never enjoyed eating vegetables because they literally couldn't taste them until they gave their taste buds a break from all the sugar. And this is especially true for people who use a lot of artificial sweeteners. This is why I think we should stop searching for the perfect sweetener, the one that lets us eat as much sweet stuff as we want without worrying about any consequences. In terms of your health and nutrition, the perfect sweetener is one that you enjoy in moderation. As long as you're eating them in limited amounts, the sweeteners that we've already got are actually just fine. And for tips on how much is too much, you can check out my episode on how to reduce added sugars. Limiting your consumption of sweetened foods and beverages leaves more room for foods that actually nourish us. And the great thing is that cutting down on sweetened and artificially sweetened foods makes those nourishing foods taste so much better. It's such a win-win. Have you reduced your intake of sugar or artificial sweeteners, or are you trying to? How has this affected the rest of your diet? Do you find that you're enjoying food more or less? I'd really love to hear your experience with this. You can post it on the Nutrition Diva Facebook page. You'll find a transcript of today's show, along with links to lots of related episodes at nutritiondiva.quickanddirtytips.com, where you can also search or browse the entire Nutrition Diva archives. And if you're a new listener, I really hope you'll subscribe to the show so that you won't miss a single episode. Thanks so much for listening this week, and remember to eat something good for me.